I remember the day it all started to unravel like it was yesterday. The crisp autumn air biting at my cheeks as I trudged up the cracked driveway to my childhood home, a faded blue Victorian that had once been a sanctuary but now felt like a cage. My name is Elena, and at 35, I was still the responsible one in the family, the one who had put my dreams on hold to keep everything afloat. My older brother, Marco, was the charmer, always with a scheme that promised riches but delivered debt. My sister, Sophia, was the manipulator. Her words like silk threads that wrapped around you until you couldn't breathe. And our mother, frail and forgetful at 78, was the unwitting pawn in their games. Dad had passed 5 years ago, leaving me to pick up the pieces, or so I thought. It began innocently enough, or at least that's how I justified it to myself. I had a steady job as a librarian in our small town, not glamorous, but reliable, with a modest salary that covered my apartment and a little extra. Marco called one evening, his voice laced with that familiar urgency. Elena, sis, I need a favor. Just a small loan, $500. The car's transmission blew and I can't get to work without it. I hesitated, my fingers twisting the phone cord as I stared at the stack of bills on my kitchen table. Inner turmoil churned in my gut. I loved him, remembered the big brother who protected me from bullies in grade school, but this was the third small loan in 6 months. Okay, Marco, I sighed, but this is the last time. Promise me you'll pay it back next paycheck. He laughed, that easy, disarming chuckle. Of course, Ellie, you're a lifesaver. Family first, right? Family first. Those words echoed in my mind like a mantra, one I'd internalized since childhood. Mom drilled it into us. Blood is thicker than water. We stick together no matter what. But as the weeks turned into months, the favors escalated. Sophia started next, dropping by my apartment unannounced, her eyes rimmed with theatrical tears. Elena, honey, I'm in a bind. The kids' school fees are due, and my ex is ghosting me on child support again. She perched on my couch, sipping my coffee, her manicured nails tapping impatiently. I felt a pang of sympathy. Her divorce had been messy, and her twins were adorable. But I knew she spent lavishly on clothes and weekends away. Still, I wrote the check for $1,000, my savings dipping lower. Just help me this once, she pleaded, hugging me tightly. I'll make it up to you, I promise. The tension built slowly, like a storm gathering on the horizon. I started noticing little things, my credit card statement showing charges I didn't recognize, a $200 withdrawal here, an online shopping spree there. At first, I blamed it on forgetfulness. Maybe I'd splurged on books or groceries. But deep down, a knot of dread formed in my stomach. Inner thoughts raced through my mind at night. Am I being paranoid? Their family, they wouldn't. Would they? I pushed it aside, focusing on Mom. She needed me. Her arthritis made simple task agony, and I visited daily, cooking meals, managing her medications, paying her bills from the joint account Dad had set up for us all. It was supposed to be shared, but I was the only one contributing. The betrayal hit like a thunderclap one rainy afternoon. I was at work, shoving books in the quiet stacks, when my phone buzzed with a notification from the bank. Overdraft alert. My heart plummeted. Rushing to my computer, I logged into the accounts. The joint one was nearly empty. $15,000 drained in transfers over the past month. Transfers to Marco's account. And there, buried in the details, authorizations from Sophia, using Mom's login that I'd shared in trust. Financial abuse. Stark and undeniable. My hands shook as I scrolled through the history. Luxury hotel stays, a new TV, even a down payment on a car. They'd been siphoning it all, leaving Mom's medical fund burying it just as her doctor recommended expensive therapy for her worsening condition. Rage boiled inside me, mixed with the profound hurt that clawed at my chest. How could they, after everything I've sacrificed? I drove straight to Mom's house, rain pelting the windshield like accusations. Marco was there, lounging on the porch with a beer, as if nothing was amiss. Sophia arrived shortly after, her SUV pulling up with a honk. Mom sat in her armchair, confused by the gathering storm. What the hell have you done? I